90% of the agencies fail in the first 6 months. They will get a model, try some strategies, never make real money, and then lose the model. So in this video I'm gonna tell you what to do to not fail in the first 6 months. Most agencies don't fail because of bad marketing. They fail because, first of all, they have no focus. Most of the agencies owners run OnlyFans not as a main business. They run it as a side business. They make fucking drop shipping at the same time, then SMMA, then they have some other shit around it in real life, their job, and then they run OnlyFans at the side. And there is no fucking focus. You do all that shit at the same time, and none of the shit will really grow because you got no focus. You gotta focus first on one thing and learn it excessive. And of course, first at the start you won't make real money with it because who does it? You know nothing about this business in the normal part. You know nothing, you need money. Of course you gotta do it next to your job or your uni stuff. But if you got no focus and no time for it, and you don't think enough about it, you won't succeed with it. It's logical. So you gotta focus. Another big part are systems. In business, the fastest and the most efficient wins. If you got no systems, you are just making random stuff. You gotta build system. I know at the start you don't know what to do, but if you see some stuff works, you gotta build a system out of it. You gotta hire people. You gotta automate all the stuff. You gotta use AI or shit like that. Use softwares and build system which works. But because without a system, you lose every time because you're just doing random stuff. You just throw shit at the wall and pray that something stays and stuff like that. So system and automation is extremely important. Otherwise you fail because you're just doing random stuff, and if you do random stuff you may succeed once but you won't succeed consistently because you have to do the stuff which brings you the money consistently to make real money again. Another problem is most of you start and they want to learn every fucking traffic sources, but first you gotta focus on one or maximum 2 traffic sources and master it. My biggest mistake when I started out, I started out with Tinder. I made in the first night like $500. It was very nice. But then I haven't focused just on Tinder. I focused on other stuff. I made at the same time Reddit, I made YouTube, I made Instagram. For the model, I made fucking Twitter. I never was on Twitter, but I made Twitter. Instead of just hanging around again on Tinder and made more and more money because I found a method for Tinder back then which worked extremely well, but now it's patched of course, but back then I had to focus more on this method and exploit it way more. That was my problem. Instead of focusing and mastering one traffic method, I split my attention onto 5 different methods, and that costs me a lot of success. I would have made way more money if I mastered one traffic source way earlier than now. I don't say don't try other traffic sources. I say when you start out, look at 1 or 2 traffic sources and focus on them. Try to become the best in these traffic sources. If you know these sources, you can try new ones, but if they work with them and become better and better. Like I said at the start, 1 or 2 traffic sources and then you master them and make money. Don't split your attention on 1 good traffic source is way better than 5 mid ones. Another problem of you, why most agencies fail, too many models. Some of you have problems getting models, some of you get too much models. The problem is if you have too much models, they all, again, your attention is split on all of them. And if you don't have system in place, I say if you don't have systems in place, it's bad to have much models because you gotta do everything by yourself and you just again split your attention and none of the models will really succeed. If you want to have a lot of models, you first have to get the systems in place. So if you want to become successful and run a big agency with a lot of models, you first have to get a little models, maximum 1 to 3, build systems around them and then exponentially grow the systems. The more money these models make, the more models you can hire because you can hire more VAs which take care of it and the systems gets bigger and bigger. So it's important at the start, in the first 6 months, that you don't get too much models because again, you're throwing shit at the wall and and hope that something sticks. But maybe one sticks or something, but it's again, it doesn't work long term. So you gotta build systems if you want to hire a lot of models, and at the start you focus on 1 to maximum 2 traffic sources and only take 1 to 3 models. Then you know what works and what you need to do in the future to become successful. Then you can try out. You are not just as random. You need to be organized if you do this shit. It's business. You can't just hope that some random shit will stick on the wall. Another one is no patience. Oh, I don't made any money in the first month. In the first month I only made $500. Bro, that's, yeah, you gotta grow. You gotta learn first this stuff. Most of you have no fucking patience. They DM 10 to 20 girls and then they say, yeah, I haven't, only one girl replied on 20 DMs. Yeah, that's shit. Mass DMing is shit. It's shit work. So I say if you need models, look for some in real life or some shit, but you still gotta have patience. If you wanna get some models to mass DMs, you gotta DM 1,000 girls. Everywhere in business, you gotta have patience because remember, if something is easy and everyone can do it, this shit will get saturated directly and this shit won't be profitable. So every time you wanna make money, it will be hard. It will be hard. It cannot be easy. Maybe if you are lucky, it can be easy at the start, but one day it won't be hard because if it's easy, everybody can do it. So be patient and you have to climb the ladder and become stronger than the other ones. You have to become better. Therefore, you will need to be patient. Another big mistake and the reason why people don't succeed with their agency is they're not willing to invest in your agency. They're not willing to invest in VAs. They're not willing to invest in softwares. Guys, you are competing with other people, with other agencies, and other people are ready to invest money in their agency and don't only spend it on their lifestyle, on their Dubai lifestyle and shit like that. Yeah, my Instagram, I spent all my money on my Instagram. No, that's shit. You gotta invest in your agency because other agencies are investing in their agency and that's your competition. And they will be better because they invested more money in their VAs. They have better software than you. They pay like 5k per month for some softwares which bring them even more traffic and you spend all your money on your lifestyle. You gotta think about it. Invest in your agency, in your models. Give them English classes. Invest in your VAs. Pay them good. Motivate them, give them bonuses if they work well. Invest in your agency, that will change everything. You also will have to be ready to fail. If you're not ready to fail, bro, you will fucking fail. It's business. It's maybe your first business, maybe not. It doesn't matter. You will fucking fail. The chances are high. I think 9 out of 10 startups go broke in the first year or some shit like that. You have even a 10% chance to survive the first year. So be ready to fail. If you're not ready to fail, you're not ready to succeed. First models are just for experience. They will fail. I mean, I had luck with my first models. I made in the first like $500. But I think by myself it was more luck than skill. Maybe some skills from previous businesses, but it was fucking luck. I was lucky. I say it like this. But most likely, your first models will leave you and fail because you deliver no results. The chances are very, very high. I mean, even the models I delivered results at the start, she still left later. Of course, because of other reasons, but basically, I failed her. I made good money with her, but I failed her. So be ready to fail. Your first models are just there for your experience, to make your first money and to get in the business world. Another one, be ready to lose money. I lost a ton of money. I invested thousands of dollars in models, got no return out of it. You will lose a ton of money if you do business because you gotta risk, you gotta go high risk if you wanna make a lot of money. So you gotta invest in models and VAs and not every time it will pay it out. Most of the time if you try new traffic methods, these are the most lucrative ones. If there is a chance, you can invest a lot of money, you get 10 VAs on an Instagram glitch, they build up an extreme Instagram page and there's a glitch that you go every time viral because you can show your tits and everything and nothing is censored, your videos don't get taken down. You invest 2k in it, get VAs, they're sitting there, 10 VAs sitting, posting on Instagram with the glitch and then 3 days later this glitch got patched and you lost a ton of money. That shit happens. Or you bought a girl from marketplaces and the girl doesn't make any money for you, you lost money. So be ready to lose money. It's business. You gotta be ready to lose money. If you're not ready to lose money, you won't make any money because you gotta invest money to make money. There is no such thing as... Of course you can make money without investing money, but it will take you way longer than without it. You will also invest a lot of time, that's the thing. You got a DM 1,000 girls, maybe one you can side through it. This girl you worked with left you after a month because you haven't the results, so you waste a bunch of time and other people got a 9 to 5, made their money and are happy and everything. And you just lost money and lost time. But it's business, who said it's easy? I mean, maybe all the gurus who want to sell you a course will tell you, yeah, OnlyFans is fucking easy, everybody prints money. No, it's still business. It's a fucking easy business if you compare it to other businesses, but it's still fucking hard. You gotta lose money and everything. And you will think about quitting, it's fucking hard and everything, but you gotta stay through it. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be patient, because at this stage 90% of the people will already leave it when it gets hard. And they will look, oh, there's another business, fucking AI automation or dropshipping and shit like that. They will leave when it gets hard, but every business at this point where you learn, it gets hard, 90% of leave, and 10% stay, and from the 10%, 5% will make money. It's stuff like that, but the patient one wins all the time. Other people will also ask yourself if it makes sense what you do. You lose money, you lose time and shit like that, but you just have to don't hear to them and try again and again. Otherwise, you won't succeed. That's in every business, just with OnlyFans. And here you will be overworked at the start. You gotta work more than other things, but you just have to be ready to fail and to stay consistent. If you fail and stay consistent all the time, there is no such way that you cannot succeed. You gotta stay with it. It sounds hard like it is, but you gotta do it. How to not fail? You never have to quit. If you never quit, you never fail, basically. I mean, you try again, you're in the process. It's like with stocks and crypto. If you never sell, you never really lost. I mean, it sounds a little bit dumb, but the difference is with stocks, they stay down, but if you do it in business, you learn more and more and more. It's like with casino, but the difference is every time you try again, you got new experience, so the likelihood that you succeed is higher and higher by every time. So have a plan and build systems to stay consistent and let the success also keep consistently. Have structure, invest in your agency. Everything I told you, not what makes you fail or what not to do, you have to do the direct opposite. Invest in your agency. Take your money, invest your wins back in the models to make even more money. You got a successful strategy. Tinder works very nice at the moment. Okay, you find it out, you got 5 VAs on it, okay, invest more. Get 10 more VAs on it from the wins from the last month. So you make even more money. Focus on less but good traffic sources. Master the traffic source, and you don't have to make every traffic sources to your models. You don't need all 5 or 10 different traffic sources to your models. Most of them, two are enough. 2 or maximum 3 are way enough. I mean, you can repost your stuff, for example, you can repost your TikToks on Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Yeah, that's no work, literally. But I mean, you don't have to do Reddit, Twitter, Pornhub, and YouTube, Instagram, all at the same time. You can focus on some of the methods and try to repurpose the content. I mean, of course, when I would try to differentiate my model from different platforms, I will hire external agencies. For example, you can run yourself on Instagram or on YouTube, but for Reddit you got an external agency. So you got also the Reddit part, but you don't have to focus by yourself. It's completely automated. I mean, of course, you will make a little bit less money. It can be expensive at the start, but it makes sense and you have less works. Also, think about fewer models at the start and focus. Like I said, I hope this video helped you out. Join my group and discuss other strategies. Thank you for watching and bye.